Hi, it's Raina. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm continuing to work on the Danqing season quests, and I'm on Never Bound by One Place. We're getting through them, and I'm really enjoying it, and I hope you are too. Alright, well, let's get started. So we'll track it, and I guess I'll go on this one in case it's hard to get across the river. So this is the Fields by Inkville Spire. Alright, so we're supposed to talk to Du and Jin. This box, did you really find it by the shore? Absolutely. I thought maybe someone had dropped it. I decided to see what was inside, and to my surprise, there was a letter. Zian Len Yu, what are you talking about? What letter? Come see for yourself, Nikki. I found a box this morning. There's nothing special about the box, but inside was a mysterious letter. To whom it may concern, I am Zhu, a humble traveler from Inkville on Danqing Island, journeying toward a distant land, one without a name and without direction. Though I know not who you are, since fate has brought us together, might you answer some questions that are troubling me? Where do the sun and moon belong? Where are the stars arranged? Though the firmament is vast, has the boundless sea ever met its end? Alas, I have squandered decades of golden years. One day, bewitched by a place of illusion, I forsook my homeland and kin, setting forth in a light boat across 10,000 leagues of uncertainty. My home faded into the distance, never to be returned to. Alone on the journey, I found nothing of worth, only the rising sun and moon as my companions. In their silent passing, I came to know myself, but as a grain adrift in the vast sea, left with naught but endless reflection. The road ahead stretches endlessly. How long can one be sustained by the mere will to seek the unknown? Not to mention, the journey is fraught with hardship, and the winds of fate ever unpredictable. 100 years from now, when all is dust, who will remain to hear my doubts and fears? The workings of fate twist and turn, and just when all seemed lost, a glimmer of hope emerged. When the storm suddenly rose, I took as a calamity destined by fate, bracing myself beneath crashing waves. Who would have thought that misfortune and blessing walk hand in hand, and that I would stumble upon a solitary island? Though unmarked by human presence, this island is blessed with green waters, and verdant hills, fertile soil, birds and bees living in harmony. Such a serendipitous encounter is proof enough that beyond Danqing Island lies a wider world. Though my vessel is broken and can no longer carry me across the sea, where my heart finds peace, I shall make my home, clearing grass and tilling the land, felling trees to build shelter, climbing mountains, swimming in streams, foraging fruits and casting fishing nets. What greater freedom or joy could there be in the world? Under these azure skies, and upon this emerald sea, my former doubts have scattered like mist. How fortunate that the universe is boundless, ever awaiting our wonder and curiosity. Let none lament the limits of life, for to seek the eternal within the finite is what gives 100 years of life its meaning. The ambition of my youth has at last been fulfilled, and now that our yin has allowed us to share this moment of clarity, I am glad indeed. Yet each time the moon grows full, I climb high and gaze northward, and thoughts of my parents, siblings stir sorrow in my heart. If you chance upon this letter and find a smile in these words, I beg you, please let my family know I am safe. Though stranded upon this solitary isle, I have no regrets, only a boundless sense of freedom beneath the vast sky and over the open sea. And, if I should have descendants, hearts set upon roaming the world, may these words serve as their encouragement and perhaps bring peace to mine. Dawn meets the sea, dusk the peaks. How could one place ever bind me? Okay. It's quite a Quite a letter there. I think if I would have wrote it, it would have been like, I got lost on the sea. I miss everyone, but I've come to terms with it. This letter seems to have come from outside Danqing Island. Nikki, how are you staying so calm? This is the very first letter from the outside. What if what it says is true, then someone has actually made it beyond Danqing Island. Speaking of calm, maybe you should try taking a few deep breaths. How many times did you trip and fall on your way over here? I just couldn't wait to tell you. I've always had my head buried in paintings and rarely talked to Miss Sway about the outside world, but after hearing what Lanu just said, this letter really might be something special. That's true. Danqing Island is surrounded by water on all sides, and for over 100 years not a single person from the outside has set foot here. At one point there was no shortages of villagers who tried leaving by boat, but either they came back empty-handed or were never heard from again. That's why no one ever talks about leaving anymore. That's interesting. Not sure I realized that. But now with this letter, we have proof that our ancestors' efforts were not in vain. The only thing is, we don't know what became of this traveler, all alone on that remote island. Dawn meets the sea, dusk the peaks. How could one place ever bind me? At least when he wrote this letter, his spirit was still burned as brightly as ever. I think we are very fortunate to get to know someone this incredible. I'd like to honor his wish and deliver this letter to his family. We were just thinking the exact thing. Let's do it together, Nikki. There are so many families in the village, though. Which ones are his descendants? There are two families with that surname. One is Uncle Tishan's family, the other is Yun's family. Oh, I just remembered. When I went climbing with Uncle Tishan, he mentioned that one of his ancestors actually left Danqing Island a long time ago. He just happened to remember that. As for Yun, she's always slacking off at the restaurant, taking naps. I'd say she's a world away from the bold and ambitious Mr. Zhu. I'd say Uncle Tishan is more likely to be the descendant of Zhu. I know I'm not saying that right, I'm sorry. During the day, Uncle Tishan is usually cutting bamboo in the bamboo forest. Let's go see if he's there now. Alright, never bound by one place, new quest. So we're going to look for this uncle during the day. So I might have missed it. I'm not going to go back and read it. But how do they know that it's an ancestor? Like, how do they know this guy's dead? Should they just go check and see if he's somewhere alive? But maybe that's where it'll take us. Oh, Miss Nikki. It's not often I see the three of you together. What brings you here today? Uncle, we'd like to ask you something. So they talked to him about Zhu. And that's the whole story. So, Uncle Tishan, is this Zhu an ancestor of yours? Let me think. There was these three, but I don't remember anyone named Zinki. It's quite a fancy name. I heard Lanu say that one of your ancestors actually left Danqing Island. Is that true? What? Lanu, you little... Didn't I tell you not to tell anyone? Now even Artist Nikki knows about it. I had my reasons. This is about finding his descendants. Don't be mad, Uncle. Besides, what's the big deal? You're too young to understand. Leaving home to explore the world, is that really something to be proud of? Oh, whatever. I might as well tell you. My great-great-great-grandmother, Zhu Chiyu, really did leave the island. Back then she was young and full of ambition, hoping to make a name for herself. But in less than 2 months she came back covered in injuries and never spoke of what happened. Did something happen to her during her journey? Quite the opposite. She saw nothing. There was no hope and no end to her journey, only the crushing loneliness. Not even the strongest ambition could withstand that. She even advised us to stay in the village and live our lives with our feet firmly planted on solid ground. I think what she said makes sense, even if there really is some paradise out there. For ordinary folks like us, chasing after it is just a pointless dream. Well, that's sad. I'm not sure I agree with that, Uncle. Even if only one person out of 100 explorers achieves what you did, it doesn't mean the rest of their efforts were in vain. Sin has a point. Even if they gained nothing, the fact they once dared to dream and set out to achieve it is worthy of our respect. Well, maybe it's just me, but rather than being all alone on some remote island with no way back, I'd much rather stay here on Danqing Island, chopping my firewood and living my days quietly, like this. Everyone has their own dreams. Regardless, you have to admit that Ju was pretty incredible, wasn't he? Without a doubt, what he did I could never do, and I wouldn't even try. He definitely has my respect. I feel the same way about your great-great-grandmother. Uncle, she has my respect too. Is that so? Are you just saying that to make me feel better, Miss Nikki? Nikki wouldn't do that. I feel the same way too. She's pretty incredible, having gone out there all by herself for 2 whole months. Back to the matter at hand. Now that we know Mr. Zhu and Uncle aren't related, we should go talk to Yun. She's usually at her aunt's restaurant during the day. Let's go see if she's there right now. Alright, so let's go see her. Oh, not here. I love this glowed up outfit. Isn't it gorgeous? Just have to say that. Come on in, make yourself at home. Help yourself to the tea. The menu's here. Get your food over there and pay when you're finished. What an enthusiastic greeting. I've lost all my appetite despite the delicious smell of the dishes. Yoon, Auntie Chun asks you to serve the customers, not treat them like this. Who'd want to come back with an attitude like that? Huh? Oh, it's you. Come in if you want. Don't if you want. Don't if you don't. I couldn't care less. If you aren't here to eat, then don't bother me. Take a good look. It's not just me and Zine. There's also artist Nikki and Momo. Artist Nikki? Do you have a moment? There's something we'd like to ask you. So they tell her about you. Yes. Oh, this is too good to be true. What's with a sudden change in attitude? What's she getting all excited about? It's the letter. It's you. My great-great-great-grandfather. Oh, this is just wonderful. Are you saying that Mr. Zhu is your great-great-great-grandfather? That's right. He was incredible, a master sailor. They say he knew how to navigate using stars, predict weather using the currents. He was extremely talented. Why haven't you ever said anything about him before? Well, it's because whenever my aunt talks about him, it's as a cautionary tale, telling me to settle down, focus on family, and stop dreaming about faraway journeys, or else I might end up lost, never to be heard of again. Since she raised me, I felt like I had to agree with her and help take care of her restaurant. My life is just so, unrewarding. Choosing between gratitude and your own dreams is never easy. No matter what path you take, some regret is bound to linger. Exactly. No matter how hard I try, I can't fool myself. At night I dream of sailing away on the sea, beneath the open skies. But now with this letter, everything's about to change. When it comes to sailing and riding the waves, I don't think I'm any less skilled than my great-great-great-grandfather was. If he could do it, then I, Zhu Leon, can do it too. I'm not just saying that either. This restaurant won't miss me if I'm gone. I might as well start getting ready for my trip. I never thought I'd see the side of you again. This is the Yoon we all know and love. Yoon, this is no small decision. Don't forget to talk to Auntie Chun about it. Don't worry, I know what to do. Yoon, do you need any help with your preparations? Is there anything we can do for you? I'll take that offer then. Get me some spice, preferably the kinds that can double as medicine. I'll need you to find good quality wood. My old buddy needs a good fixing. Miss Nikki, could you help me collect 2 fan feathers? I'm a bit clumsy and I'll scare away the fan egrets before I can get any. Of course, leave it to me. Alright, so I have been collecting fan feathers for a while, so I have quite a few of them. If you need any, you're going to find them on the fan egrets, and they usually are, there's one right across the way there, so you just go over and groom it, and then you'll get one Maybe even 2. Oh, there's another one back in there too. Alright, but yeah, they usually hang out in this area.
山里有间亭，亭里有湖畔。
Just read me. Okay. It will take us transport from Fields by Inkville. We'll get us a little closer. Nope, I will never allow this. Auntie, I have to try. I want to visit places my great-grandfather once visited to see them for myself. Calm down, Auntie Chun. I understand you're worried for Yoon's safety. But she is not one to take extreme risks. Let's not make this a hard no just yet. Aunt Chun only wants you to be safe because she cares about you. If we talk things through with her, I'm sure we can find a way forward. Fine. Let's break this down. Yoon, do you know that of all the people who left Danqing Island, not even 10% of them made it back alive? I do. Then tell me, do you know what it's like to be alone on a vast open sea with nothing to cling to but your own boat as the waves crash all around you? I don't. Neither do I, and I don't want you to find out. I only wish for you to be free from suffering and live in safety. But Auntie, I do know what it feels like to waste away day by day. That's not easy either. And I remember clearly it was you who taught me how to sail and steer, how to read the skies and find direction. So why, now that I'm all grown up, you want me to forget about all that? Yoon. Auntie Chun, Yoon must have thought this through already. She knows she'll have to face the storm and the waves head on. There will be trials and tribulations, but she'll never know if she can succeed unless she tries. She's right, Auntie. Please, let me give it a go. Even if I end up giving up halfway, I won't complain. I'll accept that I'm not cut out for it, and I'll have no regrets. Fine, fine, fine. You can have my blessing, but only under one condition. Yoon, you have to race me by boat around Danqing Island. If you win, I'll let you go, but if I win, then you'll give up on this dream for good. It's a deal then. Artist Nikki, will you be the judge? I will judge your race with utmost dedication. They each took a boat and took off at Nikki's signal. Nikki, there's another raft here. What do you say? Should we tag along? Oh, should we? Follow you to check on the contest. Ride the boat. Okay. Who do you think will win this contest in the end? It's hard to say, but since we've been trusted. Nikki, over here. Auntie Chun collapsed on the ground. Ugh, my foot. Auntie Chun, are you alright? How did you end up here? Where's Yoon? Artist Nikki, thank goodness you're here. Quick, help me up. We need to find Yoon. Ouch. Your ankle has been injured. Try not to move. Don't panic, Auntie Chun. Just tell me what happened, okay? During our race, a group of monsters appeared out of nowhere. We tried to shake them off, but I accidentally twisted my ankle. Yoon drew the monsters away to protect me. I see. Leave the monsters to me, Auntie June. Stay here and wait. Rest. I'll bring Yoon back. Then I'll leave Yoon to you. Artist Nikki, please be careful. Oh, she's really far away. And June caught up after they're purified. Auntie, I'm really fine. Really not even a scratch. It's yourself you should worry about. Your ankle's badly swollen. We can't stay here. Let's go find Yun and give you a check. That can wait. I'm not that fragile. Thank you so much, Miss Nikki. You arrived just in time. Don't mention it, Auntie Chun. I'm just glad both of you are fine, but I'm afraid you'll have to continue your race on another day. We can race another time. Don't worry, Auntie. I won't sneak off. Once you are well again, let's have a proper race and have Artist Nikki be the judge again. There's no need for another race. Auntie? Yoon, I've been treating you like a little girl, thinking I should protect you whenever I can, so you won't suffer like I did. But you've long grown up into a capable young woman who can stand on her own. You're at your happiest with a paddle in your hand. I should have realized that earlier. So go, Yoon. I believe that as a descendant of the Zhu family, I believe you will surpass everyone who came before you. Thank you. If no one from Danqing Island has ever safely returned from faraway lands, then I will be the first. Confident and determined, that's the spirit. You are calm when faced with danger and have the willpower to push through all obstacles. I believe you can write history. You flatter me, Artist Nikki. I'm just a stubborn knucklehead, eager to prove my worth. I have to thank you. If you hadn't helped, Auntie and I would still be arguing. If I really reach that island, I'll write you a letter and tell you what things are like in that distant place. But we can save that for later. Artist Nikki, do come and see me off on the day I leave. I will. I'll bring Lian Yu and Xian along and see you off together. Alright, so we need to go Bamboo Grove, it says. Let's chat with villagers. I guess see what they think about all this. Oh, here. Oh, not here.
山里有坚亭，亭里有湖画，画里有座山。
So Nikki told the two about what happened. Auntie Chun challenged Yoon to a race? That's so like her. It's a shame they got interrupted. I would love to know who's faster. What's there to pity about? I would be glad the whole thing didn't end in complete disaster, thanks to Nikki. There was a minor accident, but everything turned out fine in the end. Let's go see Yoon off when she leaves. Of course we'll be there. It's just, who knows when we'll see her again after that. We will, eventually, when she comes back. I'll have to get all the details from her. The landscape, the plants, the animals on that island. I've been imagining what the outside world might be like for years. Not to mention that once Yoon charts out the course, she'll be able to take you there so that you can see all that in person. That would be something. Let's not think that far ahead yet. Help me with Yoon's preparations first. We need to make sure she has a safe trip. That is important. See you later, Artist Nikki.
山里有坚亭，亭里有湖画，画里有座山。
Auntie Chun, how's your ankle? It's nothing serious. Yun gave me some herbal patches, so I'll recover in a few days. Luckily, it's just my ankle. I can still prepare rations. That's my auntie for you, Artist Nikki. I told her to rest, but she just couldn't sit still. It might be a little hard on Auntie Chun to make her do nothing for your trip, but Auntie Chun, please be careful and mind your ankle. You kids should have more faith in your elders. I know what I'm doing. Okay, fine. Artist Nikki, we're going to buy some food. See you later. Nikki, it doesn't look like Yuna's setting off just yet. Come back in a while. Alright, we'll do the wait thing here. Sometime later. Oh, everybody's really here. I didn't expect such a big turnout. Yappy as always, even at a time like this. I had a whole speech ready, but now I don't feel like saying it anymore. That's all just formality anyway. We can skip it. I know you care from everything you packed in this boat. Thank you so much. It's not just us, the rest of the village all pitched in after learning about your big trip. Everyone wishes you a good trip. So go out there and come back in one piece. We can take care of stuff at home, and you will have to bring us to that island for a tour. Sure, that's a promise, and I always keep my promise. Yoon, I'll keep it brief. I wish you a safe and joyful trip. Oh, thanks, Artist Nikki. Yoon, I look forward to picking you up when you come back. On that day, I want to enjoy your famous braised pork knuckle, Auntie. All right, the wind's just right. Everyone, I'll see you later. Dawn meets the sea. Dusk, the peaks. How could one place ever bind me? Alright, so the quest is complete. It'd be nice if we had another quest of her coming back. Looks like she's having a good time, though. Thanks for watching the video, and if it helped you with anything, please leave it a like. And I hope you have an awesome day.